All right, so the Republicans and Democrats are split on a budget deal, and there's that to talk about, and a few other things that I'm going to talk about. Today is Monday, February 12th, 2018. My name is Jason Riley, and this is the Riley Report. All right, so I'm going to jump right in, but I'm not going to start with the budget deal. I'm going to talk about something that I wanted to talk about last weekend, or last week. So last week, that I had skipped out on it, and I didn't see more about the story until after I recorded. So last week, a Colts player was killed in a car accident by a drunk illegal immigrant. His name was Edwin Jackson. He's a linebacker. Alex Carreba Gonzalez, he was 37. He drove his truck into an emergency shoulder on the highway and plowed into a rideshare vehicle, like an Uber kind of thing, killing Jackson and 54-year-old Jeffrey Monroe. He didn't have a license, and authorities reported that his blood alcohol level was at least 0.15. That is almost twice the legal limit. And so he's an illegal alien who was deported once in 2007 and once in 2009, and he has been wanted. So one question that instantly came to mind about this was, sorry about that. One question that instantly came to mind about this was, a while ago I can recall, dang it. A while ago, I can recall that Jimmy Kimmel had said that because after the Vegas shooting, people who didn't agree with his gun control policies, he argued that mainly Republicans, their thoughts and prayers weren't enough. So for the dead victims and injured victims. So my question for him is that if he doesn't support a wall and he doesn't agree with my immigration policies, does that mean that his thoughts and prayers aren't enough? And anybody else who feels that way, does that mean their thoughts and prayers aren't enough for the dead victims who were murdered by illegal aliens? So no, I'm not legitimately asking this question. I think it was awful when Jimmy Kimmel said it, and I don't think anybody on the right should make this argument with regards to illegal immigrants either. But this is something that I want Jimmy Kimmel to answer. That would be awesome, because that he would have to answer, no, my thoughts and prayers aren't enough if I don't agree with you. Or unless he wants to be inconsistent, which is something that I hate, inconsistencies. One of my pet peeves when it comes to politics and policies. So, I just think this is just another American life that is gone because of our failed border security. Do I think a wall would help our immigration problem? Yes, I do. I think a wall would be beneficial, and also better funding of ICE would be better, and I think it would help also limit the increase of members with that. I think it's called MS-13 gang that's composed of many illegal immigrants. So I just wanted to quickly talk about that, and that I thought that question I came up with was really good. Does this mean that everybody on the left who says that my thoughts and prayers aren't enough for the shooting victims because I'm not in supporting of gun control, does that mean your thoughts and prayers are not enough for the victims who have been murdered by illegal immigrants because you don't support a wall or tighter immigration policies? So the next thing I want to talk about is the budget. So basically, I definitely agree with, I forget his name. Somebody came out and said that it's to blame on both the Democrats and Republicans because we're compromising in the wrong direction. I think what he said was really good there, and I can't believe I forgot his name. But he came out and he said that we are compromising in the wrong directions between so the Democrats want to spend money on X and the Republicans want to spend money on Y. So the compromise by spending money on both X and Y. So double money spent. That's not good. We're compromising in the wrong direction. We need the compromising by cutting both X and Y. Half X, half Y. So when it comes to the budget, I think one of the big problems here is that the voters will lie. Voters, when you see that, so the voters are lying to you when they say that they want to cut spending, because they'll say they want to cut spending, but then as soon as you actually go to try to cut almost anything, they'll be like, no, whoa, we can't cut that, guys. Come on, gang, we can't cut that. No. But then almost that's how it works for almost anything. So voters, you can't really trust the voters on that, because like I just said, they'll want something to be cut, but then they don't know what they want cut exactly. So the Democrats would want more spending on social services. Republicans want more on military. So that's what X and Y was. We can't constantly be spending on both out the wazoo, and then to compromise. So voters will say that we need to spend less, but they can't decide what they want to spend less on. When you try to cut spending for something, voters won't like it. So you'll get backlash for spending too much, but you'll get backlash from the voters for spending too little on stuff that they want. It's like immediate gratification. Like if you give a kid a cookie, or if you set a kid a cookie right in front of a kid, you tell them, now don't touch that cookie for 30 seconds and you'll have another cookie come out. And so obviously the smarter decision would be to wait, and that's what the ones typically with higher IQs would do, wait for the next cookie to come. But some voters can't do that, can't get the 2 or 3 cookies. So I think it's a bad deal to spend on both, and we need to be compromising the other direction. And I am so sorry, but I have prepared awfully for this episode, and I'm just about done and out of thoughts, and haven't been in to date on the news. I've been really busy and had a lot going on this week. I apologize so much. I'm looking at my recording and it's 6:28:29. Oh man, I feel really bad, but that's how I feel about the budget in this situation with last week and the Colts player killed. I should have done better, definitely, to figure out how I'm gonna talk more, because this takes up some time, gang. I've been worrying about a lot this weekend. I'm sorry. So I'll probably try to do an episode before the end of the week. Another one, maybe. That's a big maybe. But definitely I will come out with a big, like double bacon cheeseburger for you on next Monday. It will be a really good episode with loaded with whatever news this week ahead brings us. So I apologize for the literal 7-minute episode here, but my name is Jason Riley, and this is the Riley Report. All right, so the Republicans and Democrats are